Welcome to my channel. Brandon here. I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about myself, introduce to you who I really am. And let me tell you, this is not it. Not whatsoever. Hold on. I'll be right back. Whoever decided to make me play Mr. Rogers, you're fired. We're so done with this gig. Whew. That's much better. This is much more my natural state. Give me a leather vest. Give me some sunglasses. It's time to ride. That's where I want to be, is on a bike. So, let's get this thing really started. I am Lil Casino. Oh, how'd you get that name? Well, long story short, my dad's biker buddy goes, "Oh, you look like this guy from this old Western movie, Lil Casino. Yeah, this could be your nickname." Okay, and I ran with it. Long story is my late grandfather taught me how to play poker, I don't know, when I was like 10. And I just kind of got good at it. You know, I playing cards and winning all of their money. They get so upset because, like, this little kid is beating them, pulling out hands like this. No joke, I pulled a royal flush on my grandpa one time. The only time I've ever had it happen, but hey, I can at least say it happened to me once. But, you know, I've done things like I've won poker runs a few times in our area for charities. Usually always donating the money back. But I'm just lucky that way. I'll tell you what I'm not lucky with, though. I am not lucky when it comes to slot machines or women. I always bet on the crazy women. Who knew? I have a thing, I guess. But let's see. Where do we start? Let's start out with the motorcycle. So the motorcycle's one of my all-time favorite things to do. Is weather warms up, I want to get out, I want to ride. I don't care if that ride is 5 minutes or if we're gone for days, or, you know, like this summer I have a trip planned to New Orleans, which I hope to take you all with me. It's going to be like a week long. It's going to be a good time. But I get this love for motorcycles from my father. He has had me on the front of his motorcycle since I was only a couple months old. And I loved it. I loved riding. I grew up, loved motorcycles the entire time. When I was 17, I bought my very first bike in 1984 Honda Nighthawk. And let me tell you, whoever had this bike before me, they were using it as like their test bike. Here, show that right there. This thing had all kinds of colors done to it. They had all kinds of paint that they were testing out on this thing. And at 17 years old, I was like, yes, all sorts of into it, till I couldn't really ride it because it never ran. Anyway, 3 motorcycles after that, I'm now to my current bike, a 2012 dyna wideglide. It has the 103 engine in it, 6-speed. Holy cow, this has been my dream bike since I was like 17. This is the bike that I first sat on and went, this is what I want. This is what I want to be behind for the rest of my life. I love this bike. You're going to see me on it quite a bit, I'm sure. Anytime we go for a ride, we're hanging out with some friends. I'm going to try to bring you guys along with me as much as I can. I'm going to show you guys as much riding as I can. Some of the stupid stuff that we do, you know, as friends. I love messing with my buddy Sasquatch. You're going to know him. He's going to be the really, really tall guy with, like, all the hair on his face. He also got, like, teeth that are, like, that big. So, you know, you'll notice that, too. But I hope that's just one of the things that you come to see me and enjoy. The other thing that I'm going to be doing a lot of is art. I've been doing art since I was well, according to my mother, since I was 2 years old. She was all like, I gotta get my southern accent. I swear, he had these little horses and these little Indian people, and he was drawing that Indian on top of that horse, and I swear it looked just like it. I got it somewhere. It's in a tote somewhere. I packed it up. But, I mean, she 100%, she's like, oh, you've been doing this your whole life. They grounded me one time and took away all my toys. Dragonballz Z toys, pretty much, for the most part. And what did I do? I drew out my own characters, cut them up out of paper, and I had made my own toys. Because I had that creative mind. This is also the same creative mind that helped me to turn my buddy's swing set into a trebuchet. But hey, that's beyond the point. But I don't know. I just ran with it. I loved to draw. If my hands weren't busy, my mind just was bored. So I drew all the way through school. I loved art. Got kicked out of art class my senior year, by the way. I hope you like this, Miss Burns. Hello. But I actually ran into her some years back after I started painting. And her husband loved my stuff, and she was just absolutely appalled by it. But I joined the Global Geek Art Facebook page because I was just looking for other people like me, other people who like to draw, paint, people who would help to sell, some stuff. And I just met these really cool people that you've been seeing on the Geek Art In-Depth videos. They're just a really nice social family. We get together, we talk all the time. We talk about our art, we give criticisms on what everybody can do better, and we help each other. So, I mean, I've done a few things. You guys saw last week, I just did this video where I painted my Renegade. That was fun. I enjoyed that. But I also do a lot of other things that aren't motorcycle related. As you guys have heard me talk about, I love Dragonballz Z. A lot. Just like a whole lot. Power level like 5 billion something, Goku Super Saiyan 3. Yeah, I love it. My dad can make fun of me all he wants. All they do is scream. Ah! It's not about you, it's about me. I love it. Clearly, I have a Shinron tattooed on my arm. But I also did martial arts for a really long time. Dragonballz Z inspired me to break limits. And that's what helped me become an international gold medalist at one point. But that was like a really long time ago when I was young and not so fat. I did love martial arts. I did it all the time. It was a job for me for 10 years, teaching karate. I also grew up loving Jurassicpark, loved dinosaurs. It helps me to bond with my nephews because they love dinosaurs. And if you don't like dinosaurs, well, me and you got a problem, because even my nephews will tell you dinosaurs are cool and you're wrong. And I'm a guy that likes to game when I can. I mean, I'm busy sometimes, but I used to love playing World of Warcraft. I know, super geek of me. I wonder why I'm on the Global Geek Art page. But just painted that out a few months back, and it was really fun. I enjoyed it. And I got to show it off to these guys, and they gave me criticism on how to make them better so that I can do something else with my art in the future. One of my goals would be to do custom paint jobs on motorcycles. So my two loves come together at some point in the future when I get really good at doing that stuff. But just really quick, I want to give a shout out to the Geek Art page. We are a community. I don't gain anything from the art page. I just help manage it. I just help to give back to them. And I'd like to see more people. I know there's a lot of artists out there, and they have the same struggles that I do of getting my art out there, getting it where people can see it and appreciate it. And that's what the page is about. So if you are ever interested in being able to show off your stuff, go down below. I have it in the description for the Facebook page. Join. We're an open group. We're not going to tear you down. Speaking of, I have shown off this guy's artwork many, many times during the Geek Art videos. And he sent me a package that I really, really want to do this on video. I didn't tell him about it. So Carl, surprise. I kind of cut it open because it's kind of a pain in the butt. I didn't want to have to take all that time. But he talked to me about it. He told me it was on its way. But I've been so excited that I was really holding off until I could do this video before I opened it. So, because he knew how much I love his art, and because he knew how much I love motorcycles, he sent me a print of the 2000 American Badass Undertaker. He even signed it. It is a one-of-a-kind print. It's the very first one he says he's ever printed off for anybody. I feel so honored that he did this. Dude, you're an awesome artist. Keep it up. You have no idea how excited this makes me. I'm going to be going out and getting a frame for this as soon as possible. And it's going to end up on this wall right here. So next time you see me in this location, it's going to be right there. Right there. But I don't know what else to say, guys. I love the support that I've gotten so far. You guys really seem to like my dogs. They're a big part of my life. Show me the pitties. I love pitbulls. That's what Sasha is. I will always tell you guys, pick rescue over a puppy mill, because I rescued both of my dogs, and they've definitely rescued me. And I don't mean that as a cliche. Honest to God, these little girls, I don't know what I would do without them. I love them to death. It's really all there is to it. So, as always, if you like my content, make sure to like and subscribe. I love to see your guys' comments on my videos. If you ever want to talk to me privately, reach out to me on Facebook. Oh, and I want to give one shout out to my father. Thank you for giving me life. But also, he decided to join YouTube and start his own channel where he's going to be doing some motorcycle stuff. So if you want to see some of the stuff he's doing, because he's a much better motorcycle mechanic than I am. No, yeah, I know. I'll have his videos linked down in the description. BigPapa. And until next time, guys. Whoop. Take the gamble. See ya.